Welcome, Red Knight.
Good evening and hello there, glad to get started for Wondrous Wednesday today. Figured we'd get started with some Grim Dawn and then To Find Me Chapter 5 here very soon. Gonna be great. Let's go ahead and begin for now. Looking pretty much fine there. Thanks to Grim and Krissa coming to chat last night. Had to head out pretty early in the evening. Could do an intermission tonight. I just got a dental appointment. Got a test negative for COVID tomorrow. Return to work this week and they asked me to come back in tonight, but I haven't tested yet, so couldn't really do it. So anyway, hope you're all doing fine. Got some decent hunts today. Found new duo trio partner. Played some a little random before that, and basically had a quick, fun, easy, good, fun, exciting time for Dark Tribute of the day. We'll start off with Grim Dawn. Get back to that Reaper. I know the next expansion's coming out soon. Let's take a look, see if we can find out when the heck that even is. The next big, like, world, the next big update. We have version 1.2.0 here. I know they announced community highlights. Just some mods and things. Yeah, so Fangs of Asterkarn. Be nice if you had a release date or at least an idea. Okay, release in 2024, but we never know when we end up doing more than initially promised. So next year for sure. It's on the way. We have a few other, side quest things. Even though we beat the main bosses, we beat the main game itself, we still have, hardcore characters. We have other versions we could get to, and just a lot else we can do in the meantime. So we'll take a look at that. See how it looks, but for now that will be good to get started with. Hope to chat with you soon. Thanks to those who have kept the checkers at bay the last few streams. Anyway, we'll find out and we shall see. Whoops, just collapsed the chat there. That's fine. Alright, everything we need. We'll look forward to Find Me Chapter 5, but for now might as well get to Some good times with Grim Dawn. Probably not play the hardcore characters. I mean, we could. Played a little bit of Diablo 3 today. I was just on regular roster, helping out a friend. Get back into the game, kind of. I was going to play Overwatch. I updated it. Didn't end up playing yet. It's been over 6 months. I can wait a bit longer. Let's play Grim Dawn. Standard. I don't think we need 86 or Legacy DX9 render. Let's just do the standard one. I don't know about all that. And we'll get started. Look for other good things soon. For now, we are back live for the Dragon's Roost. Time for some great times. Onward we go. Going to be great. We shall see. Check it out, you know. Welcome to Grim Dawn version 1.2. This massive update features an overhaul to many of the game's fundamentals and introduces some exciting new features. Due to the addition of the new baseline evade skill, as like Diablo 4 basically, they have evade, you know. You may wish to update your keybinds if you have changed them before. Probably, but since I'm not going to play... This is actually hardcore, yeah, Brana is my Oathkeeper. We'll get back to the main Reaper for now. Let me see, got a Veteran on, of course. Could go to Elite. I guess we might as well try Elite. I mean, normal Veteran's fine. Let's just start with some Elite. I mean, it's softcore anyway. Not gonna die. Let's try some Elite. I don't know if that'll reset anything. That might reset things. I mean, I have still more side quest things to do in the main game, so... Let's see if this resets the game or not. I'm not entirely sure if it does. I just don't know enough about it, you know. Crucible, wait for later. Let's see, I figure out what that evade button is, and let's see if this resets campaign progress starting from the beginning, which I wouldn't really mind doing. It's just, you know, done it all before. Could do other side quests we haven't done before. Use evade to quickly reposition your character and get out of a tough situation. Seemed like it was brackets, or yeah, it might have been something I rebound. Oh yeah, this is the beginning of the game. Saw all the factions. Oh wait, factions carry over to Elite. Yeah, that's interesting. So the factions do carry over, just the new game mode. You go back to the other game mode, I'm sure it's the same. I've got potions here, we've got evade. No keybind for evade. I must have changed something. I wonder what is the default keybind for evade then? I mean, it'd be nice to know what it is so I don't have to guess. Alright, we've got interface. Yeah, they changed quite a few things here. See how the inventory looks. No, that's relatively the same. Okay, we've got keybinds. Yeah, I probably changed some of the buttons, some of the wheels. I'm changing something. What is spacebar? Pause. Alright, I can do without pause. I mean, you can just do that pause, basically, instead of that pause. Or Alt-Tab, doesn't that pause it? I don't actually know. Anyway, let's try keybind to space. Yeah, pickup should be default. Let's try... Wait, how do I... Oh, shit. No controller needed. That's kind of interesting. No controller needed. No controller connected. Yeah, that's okay. Just showing you what that looks like. Alright. Evade. Huh. You can't actually change. That doesn't make sense. You can't change it manually? Able not. Yeah. Why can't you change like each button? Huh. I don't remember what I've changed as a thing. What? Should let you. Okay, there we go. Press the key to bind to evade. Space instead of pause. Game single player only. Let's try that. Alright, so the fundamentals of the game, evade just being added in.
That
it's
skill's
really,
not ready.
They're really just trying to be like Diablo 4 at this point. Diablo 4 did it too. Diablo 3 had a roll even on console version before that, so they just decided to add that, make it a little easier to stay alive, I guess. Interesting. Alright, got standard potions, standard elixir of spirit. Yeah, we try some elite mode just for the fun of it, and get back to the fun. Oh, you have the gun here. Melee. What happened to my booster things here. We have skeletons. Yeah, what happened to my skills, my passives? They removed the passives. Looks like it. Yeah, I don't have them in my skill bar. Wow. They actually removed those ones where you turn on all the time. I think they just decided not to use them anymore. That made you a lot more powerful, but I'm sure they balanced it with other things. Yeah, I don't think they're here anymore. Let me see. Veil of Shadow. Do we have to rebind that? Is it like automatically on without me toggling it, basically? I think so. Automatically activate. Okay, so they made it so you don't have to activate that anymore. That makes sense. It was kind of silly to just activate them or not. So I'm glad they did that. Skeletons are normal. Alright, we're back with the Hangman Jarvis and then the, Warden, whatever. What's that guy's name? Like the leader of Devil's Crossing? Yeah, our faction's carried over, so that makes it more encouraging to play Elite mode. I mean, I pretty much got everything I wanted the other normal difficulties, just... I got a couple legendaries. It's just a matter of doing extra side quests and see how the journal looks now. Yeah, completely blank. That's probably better because the other one I had, yeah, it's on my lore pages. The other one I just had so many extra things. They weren't main quests. I'd already done those. Elite mode will be harder. You can get some new achievements. I have a lot of achievements to get still. There are so many achievements in the game. It's crazy. I'll take a look at that later though. Anyway, frame drop looking good. Everything's steady and stable as I can tell. This is my first game to play on the new computer actually on stream, so it's a good one just to enjoy a little bit. Let's start it off. Let's see how it looks.
Still drawing breath, I see. You're one lucky bastard. You were possessed. He's up the road in the
It can wait. Yeah,
what are you standing around? You slow or something?
You slow or something? Alright, we don't need repair the bridge. Yeah, you do that later in the quest, don't you? I don't know how many things I have left. Alright, 2 million steel. This one you need scrap. Yeah, I have that in the stash probably. That's just scrap. So I can actually do that right away. I have so many things left over. I just have to get the scrap from my stash probably. I think I've spent it all like dynamite, So yeah, passives are on automatically now. That's definitely nice.
So you're the one we almost hung.
Talk to all these people. Slaughter them.
You're not looking too bad for someone just come back from the brink of death.
That's the main guy.
You were taken, possessed by the same creatures that the bodies of the...
Yeah, I have quite a few interactions already with the ethereals. Okay. I think I know.
You're not looking to the bodies of the... You will need...
Yes. Let's sell the knight. Reset the illusions. He is against illusions. Kind of weird. This one gives you illusions. He doesn't like them. Anyway, we could repair the bridge. Might as well just get to the warden first thing here in the starter area. Get a feel for the game again. It's been a few months. I didn't check how long I hadn't played it for. It's been 2 or 3 months, I think. I have a feel for the most part. Where does it say the difficulty? It should say that somewhere. They always told me it was veteran on. There we go. Elite top left. Sorry. That was on the right side because Diablo has it on the left. So the gun is good in certain situations. I have gun specific abilities. Actually, I have just this one there now because they removed the other things. So Demon's Breath is the same thing as that, so no reason to switch bars at the moment. We have less skills to that we need. I think I have all active skills. Evade is, yeah, automatically there. Phantasmal Blades, Shadow Strike. The Blade Burst is, yeah, I set to the regular attack. Right click for the leap. Yeah, I think I'm in pretty good shape here. We have Devotion. Yeah, as a Reaper, which is Nightblade and Necro. I don't have many Necro skills, mostly Nightblade. So we just gotta level up more and get the rest of it. My Devotion, the little astrology things. I think they added more. Wow, there's a lot. We're going for quite a bit here, so I'm still pretty basic, even though I beat the game already. There's still a lot more to expand on. I think you get level 100 or so. Let's see the achievements for your character. Yeah, you can go all the way to 100. And then a cap, so I'm about halfway there, 62. Might as well play the game again on the lead, so it's harder. And we XP. And we get to enjoy the game one more time before the expansion comes out next year. We'll play it here and there. It's something I'm going to play too often, but gradually. Hopefully negative 10 decibels, a decent audio balance. I try not to, you know, overpower the mic or the sound, but I like the game to be loud enough. It kind of annoys me when I watch streams and you can't hear the game very well, especially dialogue, especially certain sound effects and things. But if it is too much, you know, constant combat, this type of game, just let me know. I can either turn it down in game or audio balance on stream itself. Currently negative 10 decibels. Turned it up all the way for Skyrim. That was quieter for some reason. It varies game to game though, so just let me know if you'd like game any quieter. For now, I think it's loud as something. Yeah, I'm really powerful right now, so until I get to the real strong enemies, these are the easiest enemies of the game, these first ones. Have the loot filter, yeah, it should still be the same way it was. I forget where you do that, it was one of these buttons. Yeah, so long as common's out, that's yellows, right? No, that's white. Yeah, I can hide magic too, that's fine. I don't need yellows. Can keep your yellows. Hopefully some more legendaries. Now that we're cut above the veteran normal difficulty. That's my... Yeah, I'll take one more yellow. That's the last yellow I'll get for now. I have extra bags. It's good stuff playing a, you know, experienced character. I can play other new characters too. My hardcore character, the latency is actually really good. I don't know where to see my latency. So that's something you can turn on maybe. Ooh, level up. Done that apparently. Alright, what do I need here? Oh, blade barrier. That's a new one. Blade barrier, ring of steel. Let's do 2 new abilities, why not? Fill it all up. Alright, ring of steel, blade barrier, 9 and 0. I should probably change those keybinds. Those seem like hard to reach on. So we've got just a little spin and immobilizes you, but keeps you alive, I'm guessing. Yeah, health regeneration. So that's when you're in trouble. So that one's fine on 0 because you don't use that actively. Switch out some of these, just make it a little further, closer there. Yeah, let's try Ring of Steel on 6. And I'll switch these over for the Flame and what's this one? Demon's Breath. And the Flame over here. Spectral Wave, what is that? Wait, where's the Flame? That's Demon's Breath. Did I really run out of room? Where's my skeletons? Oh wait, there is the flame. Alright, I'll just do skeletons here at 9. Okay, yeah, I had done an extra one here basically. Wait, Demon's Breath, Spectral Wave. It has really similar icon. That's just your flame for one of my components upgrades. That does extra damage to them. So now we have these for range, Demon Breath and Spectral Wave. Skeletons on 9. The new blade barrier. Yeah, I wanted to try them out. I mean, they're new ones. I'll eventually need to switch to these other ones too, like Whirling Death, for example. I'll have to switch that to other bar. But for now, at least this all fits on the 1 bar. Gotta be nice, you know, but you know, you get the 10 keybinds. It's fair enough. So let's try that new Whirl. It's pretty weak, you know, it's base level, but it's there. Try to use it here and there. It's hard when you have so many components, these extra abilities, to get that all fitted in, but we'll see if we shall see. Alright, slay those guys, the Warden. You don't really need to get the quest to do it, you just have to complete it even if you don't have it assigned. So you probably just go straight to the Warden and kill him. Okay, well, there we go. That's the toughies. Yeah, so they can't attack you, you're invulnerable, that's really good part of that. I thought maybe you could still take damage while it's on. Nope, you are indeed fully invulnerable. I have that other healing one too, this medic burst, so that's my first big burst fire. Yeah, you can tell it's a lead now. They were easy up to that point, doesn't mean they're gonna keep being easy. They do have some tough enemies. Alright, I'll keep the yellows on the ground. Too many yellows. I mean, I have so much money, I just spend it, you get other resources, salvage. It's not quite the same as Diablo for the most part. You just sell it. This one, you don't really salvage things. If you do get other upgrades, I just haven't done that yet, so not too big a deal. Yeah, Pneumatic Burst will keep me healthy, and here's our first boss right here. Switch a little to the range, just wanted to keep him at a distance. Tough in some regards. Should make awesome. That's good. Skeletons will tank for me a few minutes at least. Yeah, tough, yeah.
I can't do that yet.
Man, yeah, I'll do that personal portal so I can respawn if I die. That should be fine. A new evade come in handy at some point. Just get me feel for it again. All these crazy things. They're not too bad, I just have to get warmed up again. Hardcore, though you die right away, wasn't for that blessing of minions like the death proc. It does make you invulnerable, it does heal you, it reduces damage by enough that it's considered a death saving thing. Don't have
My
things like
energy
that.
is low.
It's pretty hard. But we beat the main game. Can do a little extra here. For a few minutes. Decided to say Baldur's Gate for another night. We have more time. Maybe we'll get to a bit of something else after Find Me. We shall see.
That skill's not ready.
It's a 5. 3. Yeah, pretty tough. He does most damage melee as a Reaper. You don't want to use the gun more than you have to. And that's because, you know, it's more powerful weapons. I got the legendary. I don't have the legendary gun, that's just an epic. So yeah, legendary death element can do a lot more damage than everything else I have. Just have to not kill me fast enough for me to do the damage. That's the trick. Yeah, its spin I think is just too weak right now, so let's level it up. It's something really good. I should get the Necro skills too, though. I mean, he's the best of both, so if you neglect one, just have one. He's like less powerful as a hybrid skill collection, and you really might as well get something out of both of them. You can favor one, of course, but there's both classes for a reason. I'm not just there for the basic skeletons. There's the two-handed Necro really powerful. I want to do the Harvester, yeah, that big scythe guy, but that will have to wait until like a Death Knight or something. To have a couple Death Knights. So yeah, it'll take a long time. Certain difficulties. Not as bad like Diablo when you're like way too high torment level. I can make like 5 minutes just for a champion or something. This is at least fairly balanced. Oh, some greens. This will be better, rare. Alright then, not too bad. Everything's not unlocked again yet. You have to get all the waypoints back. Everything starts off new. At least I mapped it out, but yeah, we've been there, done that. All these things, like the Malmuth most recently. That was the base game, and then of course for Corbin Basin. I wonder whether the new one, probably over here. Yeah, there's plenty of room over here for the next expansion. They've been waiting for that. They will definitely be adding that for the new Frost area stuff. It'll be cool for winter time. Maybe they'll do it by next Christmas. Who knows? Quite how long it'll take them, but look forward to it eventually. So no more pause. Yeah, I'll just do that as my pause. The base pause you don't really need. You know, it's the same things as the menu pause. So glad to have my evade button. All right, first little rift there. Level crossing. Burial Hill. We'll get that first giant zombie guy. Yeah, it's a decent spin. When you read about it, maybe it would be helpful. Actually know what it does. Get the skill bar. Let's see, we got the blink of an eye, hundreds of phantasmal blades encircle you at lethal speed, cutting down adjacent foes. Main hit damage and piercing damage. Stun target for 1.5 seconds. The stun, definitely helpful. 4.5 meter radius, 3 seconds skill each. And you can add the devotion to certain skills like I've done here. That definitely helps. Certain aspects of it, that's what makes your character a lot more inept, a lot more Motion. Crystals are crafting things. And the intense music, yes sir. We'll get to them. We can't teleport over there, they're too far, not line of sight or whatever. Can't quite get it there. Ooh, the little book holders. Sweet miniature book holders. Good stuff. Yeah, it's nice having so much extra room. I get really tired of Inventory Simulator and issues with that, so it's nice to loot filter. That's actually what first kind of sold me on the game. Friends saying it's better loot filter than Diablo. Definitely makes it nice. Just get what you want, basically. I just get the better quality stuff now. I'm just selling early. I don't think there's much of a salvage system if there is. I just haven't used so much. Ooh, that was close. That personal rift. Those guys just have a lot of melee damage, I guess. Skeletons, they are very tough. You can tell from the lumbering type of animation. I don't want to get hit by that giant hammer or axe. So range them down a little bit. Hide and loot, I guess. That's always fun. Just have to move basically. Like the Crucible, it's not too tight of an area. You've got the whole world to work with. I should be getting something better than that blue one pretty soon. That's just epic. These are already better, kind of. I'd say it's better than the purple. Oh no. Offhand. That is confusing. I don't really know the stats of it, but that's only level 50. It's level 52. Let's see what these levels are. These are 55. I don't know, I'll have to compare them, you know, somewhere, but I think it's relatively good. Got the illusion on it. So, he's a decent Reaper, you know. Oh yeah, I forgot my skill points. Cunning. Stop there. Cunning. Physique. Pretty good. Devotion points. 35 out of 55. We'll unlock those again, yeah, the new playthrough. I don't know if you can reset it manually, you have to just play new difficulty. Probably at that point you just need another character anyway. You wouldn't play it 3 times and then like, oh, I'm done with the game. You just play any characters you want. As many times as you want, different styles. There's so many combinations between all the classes of the thing. There's, you know, a lot of different classes, so there's good combinations.
That skill's not rich.
Plenty of customization. Zero might not be the best keybind for that, but I'll try it for now. It's my spirit guardian guy. Did I pass the cave? Probably. Somewhere around here. There's those sewer layers too, I remember those. Dangerous domains. Got him. Good combination things. They just do a lot of damage really quickly. They have 6,000 health. They're still able to tear through that, just a couple hits, so gotta keep it sharp with the frost. Absolutely. Summon. Yeah, health potion good enough. So many of them. Blood Fang oil. How many potions do I have? Do you have infinite now? Haha! That's another thing, the newest patch. Infinite healing and energy potions. That's nice. Take that for granted, you know. How many base ones you had to buy. Very good. Alright, here we go to the cave. Burial Hill.
That skill's not ready.
Died here. Actually, the first quest on hardcore character had those saboteurs and such. It was pretty tough for his boss, you know. Does a lot of damage. Forgot who I co-opted with briefly. Played a little bit. Pretty fun though. Oh, there we go.
That skill's not ready.
Cryzog, the Reanimator. What did it take long to find him? Come on over. That'd be nice to have the ping counter. Maybe I can find that. It's just kind of close to me. As you get behind them quickly, all the area of effect damage they do makes it quite a bit easier. Yeah, like that. Close death damage. Little crossbow is just point blank. That is yeah, I'd like to see if I can turn on the ping. Give me a second before I can take on the rest of the zombies. There should be a ping indicator somewhere. Oh, there's my other stats. VSync. Network options are unavailable. That might be it. Yeah, I do it on the main menu. Pet health bars. Yeah, I guess it's something in the main menu because unstable or something for some reason in game. Oh, we got the high graphics. Very nice. Yeah, I'll look at that main menu, I guess. I can't think of where else ping would be. Yes, gore is on. Giving over killing me. That's the fun of it. Alright, move to break objects. Cloud saving. Might as well, I guess. Not a big deal. It's pretty simple. Alright, we'll look for latency issues upon return to the main menu. That'll be fine. Oh, avatars got moved again. I didn't even notice. Come on back, little dragon. That took me about 20 minutes to notice that. We're fine. Alrighty then. Yeah, it's a nice relaxing game, and the hardcore mode is just a little unpredictable. Or in Diablo, it's pretty easy to save yourself, except when they get killed by cool rats, Prez the Assassin, things like that. But I mean, this one, it just has a little more spike damage than that pretty often. I mean, it's not too bad. It just certain skills, certain passive things like Blessing of Men here
I can't do that yet.
will really help you out because it does save your life. This way I can shoot else. How can I shoot that one but not that one? That's just weird. The Aether Crystal's worth it. That's just silly. Oh, there you go. The leap always comes in handy. And we do have a ruined shrine, so it is on the map. It's just really hard to see. Can you expand that mini-map at all? Damn, that is really hard to see that up there. Okay, here we go. Aether Shard. Don't know how many of those I have, but maybe there's like a separate crafting menu now. Or is that? No, it's different, yeah. Huh. Well, apparently I have it, or otherwise it wouldn't let me, so I guess we'll go for it. I really don't know where that is, but whatever. I mean, there might be a crafting menu, I just haven't found it or something. Alright, we'll get it. Oh wait, that's just the free one, not even the boss one. Yeah, it's the other shrine, the totem that summons enemies. This one you just offer that up. It might be a new menu now, I just haven't found yet. I know there's better helmets than that, I just kind of like the look of that. I might transmog other one. Alright, shrine has been restored. That is that. That will be that. Ah, funny. Skull of Serenity. A few things. Yeah, I've got decent gear. I had 3 legendaries, actually. Demon Bone Leg. I got those at the end of the game just recently. Got a good amount. He's relatively well equipped for not knowing that much about the game, or extra stuff to get all the faction stores and things like that. And the crafting, I don't really know the runes, things like the, what was it, the relics. I don't really know much about those. But Cult of Bismail, Magic Augment, stuff real nice. From like Cult. I liked a few of them. Yeah, Order of Death's Vigil is good because he's a Reaper. And the natural enemies of the Kaiman's Chosen. But It's alright. They both kind of hate each other. They hate you, whatever. Whichever one you don't pick, so it's fine. Just the way it is. You gotta take a side sometimes. Playing middle ground. 6 is hard to get to. We'll get there. Alright, return to Captain John Bourbon. Something for nothing. Those are just kind of scattered throughout the world. The early area here. Oh dear. That's a good bit of damage. Might as well tell by the health, so I use less of the passive healing, whatever that's called. Extra healing. Watch for those guys. The melee hitters are really strong. They can hit you, they will kill you. Just hard to tell when the attacks connect a lot of the time with these style of games. You get used to eventually how they kill you, the way they attack. It's a fun thing to return to here and there. Glad to get it started today. Most definitely. We are featuring avatars tonight. I forgot. Let's go ahead and summon a couple fun avatars. We got the Bone, Headsman, and Reptilian. Oh, Doctor. That will be a Doctor with the Ivory, Memento Mori. And that looks like Rogue as well. Yeah, I've got a lot of DBD ones. I think a little too many probably. Just a few too many of those. Oh well. Let's get our Master Chief. We'll be eventually getting back to Halo, so each of those just for the time being, remove them as we get active shadows. One at a time. Remove shadow. Alright, let's carry
That skill's
on.
not ready.
Right way. Diablo-esque music here, very easily inspired by things on Tristram. Yeah, I play Diablo 4 now, but latency can't handle it. I'll turn on the settings here and we get it. It's my Rift. It's good. I mean, a lot of people consider it the spiritual successor to Diablo 2. Before Diablo 3, you know, changed the gameplay. So
That skill's not ready.
it's its own thing, you know. Cars are nice to have on. Just we'll play hardcore, especially. Good to have them on, but this just shows me that I damaged them before. It's easier to track them. I guess I could try it with it off. Let me see. Health bars. Group health bars, player health bars, monster health bar. There's so many specific options here. Let's try with it off just for the fun of it. Makes it a little, you know, less clunky, just kind of more realistic, more fun. The damage numbers are just interesting, but like I know how much health they have. They didn't show how much health they had with the health bars on anyways, so it just showed a general, you know, indication. I don't know, it's pretty easy here just to start, so you have the main health bar above them. I don't have the 2 health bars necessarily necessary. Diablo 3, especially hardcore, you look at the health bars on, and as much health as you can get. So let's switch to the hardcore. Oathkeeper will definitely turn that back on, because it's just roster settings, your entire game settings, it's not by character. That's a big gun. Is that little mosquito? Leave my pets alone. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of more fun to have them on. It's more helpful to have them on is the thing. So it's a compromise either way. You can deal with annoying health bars, or you just have a harder time killing them. Harder time knowing that they're there. It's a preference, really. But I would definitely recommend it hardcore. So I'll turn it back on and go back to that Oathkeeper, still playing her. First playthrough. Second playthrough for this Reaper. I just decided, like, kind of on a whim to turn it to Epic. I wasn't really planning on it. But there's just extra quests. We can always go back to the normal and see that earlier progress. Do those extra quest lines if I want to, but I figured might as well get to ultimate difficulty. Elite here. If you have the time to do so. It's a matter of time, really. How am I much grinding do you really enjoy doing? I think it's a nice variety of stuff. You know, play some Diablo, play some Grim Dawn, other similar RPGs. Not too many of these, you know, quick ones, so it's refreshing to come back to them here and there. We played Diablo 4, wasn't for the latency having to be online all the time, so perhaps they'll fix that in the future. Can't force Blizzard to do much. That creator they call it. Sorry, game developers. Alright. Play the Hulk, yeah, that's a neat Hulk, Iron Cyber. Devotion, just automatic. The Sting of the Scorpion, a lot of attacks in that. He is quite the lethal melee fighter. So it gets some easy times with that. Rifts looking good. Filling up those bags, bit by bit. Probably just gonna sell them all. I don't think there's much of a use for them. Let's continue trudging through the world. Haven't found any other factions yet. So the extra areas can cross that bridge, go there. Alright, Finn undead. Cromley's game, the Arcovian undead. That's what I need to see. There's a few good choices in the story. Save people and things. Crazy cannibals, the Chthonians are the nastiest form. Or the nastiest faction. Evil ones. Can't really become evil if you want to. Make other choices. Save us some people. Monsters, that's for sure. Oh, there we go. Big boy. Milton. Alright, that's one of. Oh, that's actually a separate guy. Not one of the current quests, but. That's another quest there. Elites. Wondrous Wednesday. Yes, sir. Stuck here, come on now.
Skill's not ready.
Yeah, I'll just see in town if any of these are actually better than my epic here, but it's definitely decent enough. Should replace it. The legendary eventually. Nothing beats legendaries, it looks like. Let's see how it makes any custom crafting. Typically just the ones I find are better than anything you can make though. Just get the really rare drop. Some of these type of games. I'd say so. Can I actually have the music stay on? I'll tab it. Prefer that. Hello. No, it's not. Let me see. Air, primary sound, ambient volume. Doesn't seem like it. No options for that. Don't think so. Oh, yeah, is the clock still on? Anonymous statistics. It's kind of random. Why not? I don't mind anonymous things. Yeah, there was a clock somewhere in the game. It'll be off now. It's kind of nice to have it on. Where is that? Create multiplayer. Display time. I like it. Why not? Just up there. Yeah, you don't really see it on stream. It's nice to have you. Keep an eye
I can't do
time,
that yet.
you know. You don't see the enemy names either, do you? The champion blocks that pretty much. jump on him. How do I reach these up? Just a freaking wall in the way. Just a big wall. Ooh, level 67. That's actually 4 levels above me. Somehow. Get the job done. Alright, on my last bag. What's this? Oh, quest time. Yeah, that's your amulet from you. Double rare ring? What the hell does that mean? It has 2 little icons on it. I don't know what that means. I really don't know what that means. You lose that passive health regen for switching. It's pretty strange how they didn't fix that yet. I mean, I can understand.
I can't do that yet.
Bug, or I mean, like a flaw, but just a feature, you know. Oh, well, plenty of food rations.
That skill's not ready.
Just a few here. Epic forest. Certainly. Camera. I like to keep it north for the most part. Why can't I see the map? Should it be able to let me open the map at any time? No? I was thinking of like waypoint. Anyway, it's fine. That makes no difference. Just for fun. Okay, what did I get here? Yes, epic circlet. That's for casters mainly. Yeah, I'll save that in the stash. Circlet of burning rage. It's for it's like saboteurs or whatever that one's called. What class? You know? Mines and cocktails. Specific class there. Rare heavy. I know these little green icons are. So something. Carnage looks really sweet. Fine, steady, stable for the most part. Stream testing needed. I don't really think we need to. No lurkers yet, so suspicious. Hopefully the audio is good balance. Let me know if I can improve it. Slits over here.
That skill's not ready.
Let me through that bridge. Yes. Yeah, I can repair that one. Carry on. There's more to do in the area though. It takes a while to fully map out the area. I like to skip things, just take the shortcut like fast as possible, but there's quite a bit to actually map out. Things are already set. Monsters respawns. The more you do in one instance, the more you get done. So get out of my way, food ration mix. Healing. Yeah, twice for now. Pretty fast. Personal riff, these look pretty tough. Alright, level 2. Couldn't react fast enough. I need to put something other than 0. I just can't click it fast enough. And I'm actually in trouble, you know. 0 is not a good go-to key. Let me think about that. That is tricky. It's just a little XP loss. It's not a big deal. Not on hardcore, at least. But yeah, I could maybe set that right-click and have jump on 0. It's not really. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, you know. Evade and shield. The shield will keep you alive. The jump, it might save you. The shield is like definitely gonna save you. I could try that. I mean, I wanted to use it last time and I wasn't able to click it fast enough. So let me try the blade barrier there and switch out that leap to 0. See how that goes. It shouldn't be too
The
bad.
dead attacks have slowed and their numbers are thinning. A creature was doing this? I need some time to plan our strategy. In the meantime, there are others around Devil's Crossing who could use your help.
Get the idea. Yeah, I'll sell stuff soon. Let me reclaim my body right now. Personal lift. Reclaim that, you get a little XP back. It's kind of weird actually to lose XP. There's my XP back. Have the new keybinds. Let's try this again. Yeah, so I can use the jump still if I think about it, you know, consciously. But there's other things to keep me alive besides the healing potion.
That skill's not
They
ready.
just do a lot of damage at once. They have some poison. It's just tricky to manage sometimes. The area of effect also coming in here. Yep, there are no pushovers. Definitely. I'll have to get you. I mean, there's just no real easy button to set it to. I can't really think of it. What I could set it to make the jump easier, make the attacks easier, and make the defensive things, the retreat things, also easier for me. There's only so many buttons on the keyboard. I could set it to probably other buttons like Q, like I could replace Q for quest log. Use that as an actual dynamic combat ability. That might be better. Yeah, put the quest log to 0. And 0 I'll put to Q. How about that? Let's try it. Just kind of came to me. Spur of the moment things. Alright. Quest log Q. Codex. I'll set you to 0. Quick bar slot 10. I will set to Q. Now jump is Q. And press that for the codex. That seems better. I mean, it's more dynamic. It's easier to work with. I just, you know, now that I'm in the higher difficulty, you die so much quicker. It's good to have things like that. Into the cavern. Oh boy. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I'd be playing Diablo 4, just the latency issue. As soon as we go to the menu, hopefully I'll find a way to turn that ping on. Seems like network settings might be where you turn ping on. Might have nothing to do with it, might be just like internet co-op. I really don't know, but we'll figure it out. Figure it all out in time. Alright, another 10 minutes. I'm gonna switch over to find me. It's that time of the night. Makes good readings. Yeah, I think that'll be better in the long run. It just, I mean, it never occurred to me usually they weren't that tough. I didn't need that many buttons, but now the new evade button just had more dynamics. Charis, my little Charis Skyrim. Falmer. That's basically the same thing. It's just a different style. Coven of Udenbog. You like that, Udenbog? There's a lot of freaking things to keep track of here. I want to get that first boss. Yeah, the big hated. I haven't had a nemesis yet. Yeah, hated is the most I have so far. Actually, yeah, beasts are gonna be the first one. Looks like. Get the very amazing nemesis. The nemesis. Gotta come in here. That's gotta be the toughest boss in the game, probably. Compare like the main story bosses. Gonna be the toughest of the faction. Like one unique faction boss. You only get once you become a nemesis. They beat you. Creatures. Enemies. Mostly monsters. Evil humans, just the cultists. Plenty of cultists. You see the rationalize killing them when they're so demonic and such. Cannibalistic. Catharians are the worst. Yep. Gets a hated on them pretty soon. Rip spawn, not too bad. Yeah, I'm liking the new abilities things. So just a little while getting used to. Can either keep going with this. I think yeah, level 20 you need. What is that, like 20 points in it? I don't know how this works exactly. A little bar, how much I can actually buy. Figure out necromancer on that too. Soon too. To the cave, I guess.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, it's just a quick, easy access to it. The jump, I just feel like, isn't quite as helpful because you're so vulnerable to damage. The jump only lasts for like a second. So it's good to get you out of danger, but it's not good to keep you alive necessarily. So, seems like I did the right key on. I can always change it back, so. Just in case. Load stones. Snake caster. Fancy fellas here. Upgrade my skeletons. I have that other Death Knight or something much more powerful skeletons. Just still quite basic.
I can't do that yet.
Cockroaches. Very challenging. Relatively challenging enemies. Let's go further. That's for the bridges. Still have this vicinity to do. Oh well, since I'm kind of lost middle there. Good place to leave it for now. But it's fun, you know, it's a good return to it. Enjoy a few good things. Let's take a look at network settings. We got Wi-Fi. How do you turn ping on? That's crazy. There must be a way to see ping. I mean, I understand like I'm single player. I don't really get affected by it. It's offline, which is lovely. Maybe there is no ping in single player. Maybe it's truly offline, which is how it should be. Obviously, the same Diablo 4 would have no problem playing it. But, it's interesting. Alright then. There's that for you. Recon, please. Alright, let's carry on. Got to be good. We shall see. Funny friends sending me. Baldur's Gate epilogue spoilers. Thank you. He's already played 400 hours, so do some of that. Compared to our 250 hours. Alright, well, it's Grim Dawn, you know. It is what it is. Not a big deal. We'll sort it out. How to show ping in Grim Dawn. Use the command prompt and run netstat n0. My God. Make it as complicated as possible. Alright, so there's no easy, quick little option there in settings to do it, so. Anyway, we'll see. Moving on to Find Me. Should be lovely. Let's get ready. For our chapter 5. That is right. Live for an hour. If there is no chatters tonight by the end of Find Me, Chat Curse will be back at that point. Shall see. Okay, we just finished that first vampire playlist. Let's see what else here soon.
I'm MMC Scott McKenna. I'm a recruit division commander here at Navy Boot Camp. My current role right now is the in-processing. For each one of you that's going to be showing up at here at boot camp, me or one of my counterparts will be your first face you see, your first indoctrination here into the Navy. The point is that we are getting you from the airport and we're taking ownership of this process from moving forward. Because even though you are just coming from home, you are now a recruit and you are now a part of the Navy.
I'll watch that later tonight. Let me get my history for that music playlist. It's not showing up on the front page, so see about that. Gotta show you something funny first. I'll save it for later. I can't show no active chatters funny things. Alright. Here we go. Right where we left off then. Try the headphones for now, see how it is. Okay, we're on to the other perspective here. So we left off. Get your ass in your room, I'll deal with you later, he called over his shoulder as he left me behind in the hallways like yesterday's trash. Let's see about that. Undefined! I don't know what affects that, how you exactly adjust that, but I'll hopefully fix it automatically. I don't know if I need to do something to fix that. It's not hard for me to just do it manually. It's just I'm used to it, you know. It's a little quicker for me to type it, but it's not a big deal. Alright, on we go, friends, here at the 1 hour 4 minute mark. Find Me. Chapter 5, Eric's point of view of saving Emmett. What a weekend. Twice a year, all of us in the large family got together and go camping for a weekend, since us grandchildren have such a wide age range. Elena and I are the oldest of this generation at 27 years, while little Emmett is only 6. Elle and I didn't mind, though. Family was such an important part of our upbringing and culture. These trips also gave us all a chance to let loose and unwind from our everyday life. Well, it normally did, and was until now. I was enjoying my beer while speaking to Uncle Peter and Daniel about work. I had a kid in my class that could be a hunter when a shorter red-headed woman with stormy gray eyes burst through the clearing. I was stunned by her beauty and sudden arrival until I noticed Emmett was bleeding and bawling in her arms. All of us in the family seemed to snap out of it at the same time when she put down Emmett. The poor, terrified kid ran to his mom. The poor, terrified kid ran to his mom while she snapped at us. There is not much time. He is safe for now, but they are coming. Grandpa Decibel took charge as he asked what question was on everyone's mind. Who? Grandma gasped something, but I couldn't make it out. My husband. Her voice dropped a bit to a growl as she showed her fangs to him. Fangs! Shit. This was going to be bad. I slowly lowered my beer to not startle anyone, but make sure my hands were free so I could react to a fight if it came to it. I couldn't believe the stories were true. I didn't need to worry about drawing attention to myself, though, because my little cousin Anna did by calling out from behind her dad, "Oh, you're a vampire." It seemed to bother the vampire slightly because she was getting a little more anxious as each moment passed. The pauses were giving us time to protect Clayton, Cassandra, Alex, Adam, Anna, Lily, Rose, and Emmett. Uncle Daniel, Aunt Rahila, Aunt Alina, and Mom were in front of them now, to the side, while Uncle Peter, Dad, Elena, and I were in the front with Grandma and Grandpa. She could have attacked, but she didn't. She still hadn't moved once since letting Emmett down. It was making me uneasy. I couldn't seem to read her. What was her motive here? What did she do to Emmett? Yes, as are the others coming. Just keep watch of the children. This is between us and you, Decibel and Maruna. My husband does not feel the same, if you even remember us. She glared at me, my grandparents. What was going on? How did she know them? Damn it, I hated being out of the loop before I could get any answers. A man dressed in extremely nice clothes walked out of the forest like he owned the whole place. Now him, I didn't trust. He was as pale as the woman, so I'm guessing this was her husband she spoke of earlier. The small hairs on the back of my neck rose right before he spoke, warning me of the danger we were in with him around. Well, 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 look what we have here, he said. He had the audacity to survey our barbecue as if it were his own family gathering. What caught my attention, aside from his arrogance, was the woman stepping back. I thought she might flee, but she remained behind the man who was speaking. I noticed her tense up when the man's gaze fixed on Emmett, who was in his mother's arms while his father stood in front of them, prepared to confront the man before us. I see our fun is done for the night. It's too bad our little kitty cat can't keep her nose out of it, or better yet, use it. Do you not smell it? They are the same blood, he said, shifting his attention to his wife, prompting her to speak up. Yes, I smelled it. It does not matter. The child is Then he hit her in the face. I was surprised he was able to stand firm with how hard he punched her. I wasn't even sure I'd be able to stand after a hit like that. It was clear now that the woman saved Emmett from her husband, and that the hit was too much for Uncle Peter to handle, as he yelled at the vampire for hitting her. What are you doing? She's your wife! I just hoped his words could be enough to stop him from hitting her again, I think last chapter it said, that's my wife or something. Maybe it said, she's your wife. I just, for some reason, thought it said, that's my wife. It was weird. However, the look in her eyes told me it wouldn't be, and if I had to guess, this wasn't the first time he had hit her either. I may not like vampires or trust them, but that didn't mean I wanted to see him beat his wife. Correct. She is my wife, therefore she is mine to do with what I want, he said. He turned slightly and offered the others to take her away. Get her out of here. She wants to take away my fun, then I'll just have to use her for it. The venom in his voice told me she would either die or wish she was dead by the time he was done with her. I could hear her hissing at the men holding her, trying to pull her away until he shouted her name, Catalina! It was enough to make her go along with the others. Whatever was happening, I didn't think I'd ever see that woman again. I hated that I couldn't do anything, but all I remember was that the last thing he wanted to do was get into politics when it comes to vampires. We didn't know much about being hunters, but that was one thing my grandparents did teach us. This isn't over, Decibel. I'll be back for you and your family, and when I am, Catalina won't be here to save anyone. No sooner were the words out of his mouth than he and his crew were gone from sight. It was like they were never there to begin with. None of us moved for a solid minute, waiting to see if it was a trap. Or perhaps we were too shocked to move. I wasn't sure, but Grandpa was the first to come forward and speak. They're gone.
You've ever tried to play piano?
Just some YouTube commercials for you there. He needs to get back and punish Lady Catalina, if not kill her. No, he won't kill her. She's the Western Lady. If he killed her, then it would bring war to him and the South. Sadly, he'll do everything but kill her, Grandma sighed. Dad wanted to know what we were doing next, so did I. Let's head home. Do you want us all to go home? No, it'd be better if everyone came to our house. We don't have any children living with us, and your grandmother and I have been training our whole lives for this. We taught your parents the basics, but after them, none of you know how to handle yourself around them. If you come with us, it'll help prevent them from finding out where you live. Dad started handing out orders that led to all of us cleaning and packing up camp, while our aunts and uncles, plus Grandma, went ahead with the kids. Dad let Cassandra and Clay stay and help since they were 16. I didn't know how I felt about having my baby brother and sister staying here with the chance of the vampires coming back. The situation was so tense that none of us spoke. I could tell everyone was caught up in their own thoughts, but Elena and I kept glancing at each other. Over the years, we've mastered speaking without words. It may have been our twin link, we weren't sure. Either way, we were on the same page. Whatever was happening just changed our lives as we knew it, and we'd need to make sure we were around more. None of us prepared for this, but it wasn't too late. We could learn about their weaknesses. We could train hard and help protect our family. It'd be difficult, but all of us worked in such different fields that we could make it work. Come on, Dad called once. We had loaded everything into the vehicles left for us. I drove with Elena, Dad, and Mom. Dad had Mom, Clayton, and Cassandra, while Grandpa drove his own car. Hey, Eric? Yeah? What do you think just happened? Like with Grandma and Grandpa. I knew they fought and such, but what happened between them and this lady, whatever her name is? And why are we just now finding out? I don't know, I sighed. I really didn't, and that was bothering me the most. Elena and I were the oldest of the next generation, and we were Romus's children. That means we were the next leaders. Technically, I was older by a few minutes, but Elena would be my partner. So why wouldn't they tell us? Well, I think this is bullshit. We've always done what was asked of us, yet they can't trust us. We're full grown with lives of our own. What else do we need to do for them to trust us? She ranted. Elle, calm down. We can't go in there pissed off or we won't get any information. We need to be calm and figure out why the vampires are here, who they are, and what they want. Once we get all that, we can speak with Mom and Dad about everything. I loved her, but she could be a bit of a hothead at times. Yeah, I know. I'm just hurt. I don't like being left out and to be blindsided by our actual enemy. I can't think of anything worse. I know. Me too. Those gray eyes haunted me all the way to our grandparents' house. The whole time I was trying to figure out what her game plan was. Why did she save him and take the beating? 3. Break in the chapter. We let ourselves in and enter the dining room where everyone was either at the table or standing along the wall. The tension was high in the air. I was glad Elena dropped the subject and calmed down, since there was already so much going on with Emmett. If she charged in her demanding answers, Dad would have blown up. Grandma caught my eye. She was being held by Grandpa, and her eyes looked far away. I knew she was over 300. She even looked 70-ish, but I had never seen her so frail. Then she whispered to herself, I still don't get why they're back after so long. What I don't get is why she saved Emmett when it clearly pissed her husband off. And why the hell did she allow him to hit her? I couldn't help but ask as I grabbed some food from the counter. Elena decided to get in my way. I knew it was her way to calm me down and make me focus on her, but I wasn't in the mood, so I gently pushed her away. Little brat took some of my food, too. As she ate my food, she countered me with, Who cares? She saved him, as if that ended the issue we were facing. Uncle Daniel seemed to agree with me, since he snapped at Elena right after she spoke. I care. He's my son. Grandpa left Grandma to walk up to Emmett. He used his soothing grandfather voice to get him to talk, while the rest of us were silent to listen. Emmett, what happened? What all did we miss? Knowing I was about to hear what happened to Emmett took away my appetite. I placed my plate down while waiting for him to tell us all what happened. I wasn't sure I wanted to know what I'd missed, because if they touched him... Like I knew they had, I was going to lose my shit. What kind of grown man vampire attacks a 6-year-old boy? Also, did they bite him and make him feed? Did they turn him? My heart was racing so fast I thought it was going to beat right out of my chest. I was playing spy, just running through the woods like I told Mommy I was going to do. I looked for bad guys and was fighting them like in your stories, Papa. That's when this fancy guy dropped down in front of me. He said hello to me. It wasn't a nice hi, though. It was mean. He had a scary smile, too. Then all those other guys dropped out of nowhere. It was like being around real ninjas. The fancy man hit me so hard in my tummy I puked. They laughed at me. Emmett looked down in shame while Aunt Rahila started to cry in the corner with Uncle Daniel holding her. She only made a small noise, but it was enough to catch our sensitive ears. Thankfully, Emmett didn't seem to notice, too focused on Grandpa. What happened next? He cut my cheek with his claw and licked it clean. It was really gross. He told me they were going to take turns. Take turns what? It's okay. We're going to keep you safe. Take turns cutting me and drinking my blood, he cried. When I peed my pants, they started to laugh at me. That's what the pretty lady came out of nowhere. That's when the pretty lady... She was almost flying. The mean guy, her husband, was really, really mad at her and kept yelling at her. She held on to me tight but didn't hurt me. It was like you, Mommy, when I have a nightmare. He looked at his mom. She gave him a small, watery smile and nodded to encourage him to keep telling his story. She told me to be quiet since I was crying too loud. She smelled good, like flowers. After that, we saw you, and she let me go to you, Mommy. Grandpa patted his back while he smiled and went to his mom and dad. He stood and made eye contact with Grandma. It was like a silent conversation between them happened as he finally confirmed what Elena and I wondered. We know her. Grandpa sat down and ran a hand through his graying hair as his wife came over to him. They hugged each other in support, so whatever they were about to say was about to be a shock. I just don't understand why they are so worried. We all love them. Whatever happened in the past is just that, the past. So, the last time we saw them was around 150 years ago. We were being held as experiments at the time. When the government made us kill vampires, they changed our DNA when they wanted to know more, which they wanted to know more about. They needed to know what happened to us to better kill us. Well, your grandmother and I went with 3 others and allowed the vampires to capture us. When they did capture us, we were taken to a castle. That's when things changed. The woman who saved you, Emmett, her name is Catalina. She's the Western Lady by name. Her mother died, I'm not sure how, and her father is the Western Lord. I have only seen her a handful of times. She's a vicious warrior. She's strong, smart, but a woman which is frowned upon with vampires. A woman. This seemed to make her train harder. Every time I saw her, she was training or in the labs to check on progress with us. It was odd, but I heard the lab techs talk about her always trying too hard to change things. It's all right, Dad, just tell us what happened. No one will judge you, Aunt Rahila, the youngest of the 3, said. She was Grandpa's little girl, so if anyone could build him up, it would be her. Sighing, he continued. Okay, well, one night, the last night we saw her, was the night when she was with her husband in a bedroom. They were speaking by a window when we broke in. The others had come to save us, and our job was to break loose and let the others in. We did, so next we went after the top dogs. While 2 were on the husband, I was able to stab her in the lower stomach. Grandma spoke up from her seat in his lap, still looking far away. She spoke to us for the first time. It was odd, though. What was, Grandma? Good old Cassandra asked. She was so much like Elena, she'd always ask questions before us, so it wasn't always Elena and me demanding information. Well, they can't have children yet. The moment the knife went into her stomach area, she and her husband froze. Lady Catalina screamed out this horrible, devastating scream that I'll never forget. She just dropped to the ground, chanting no over and over, while her husband went into this rage. We barely got away. Elena and I exchanged a glance before she cautiously posed her next question. Are we absolutely certain that they are unable to have children? She mentioned her concern about avoiding any harm to children. Yes, how could they? Grandpa answered. Yet his response seemed as if he was also attempting to persuade himself. I don't know, it's just... With what you said, it sounds like a mother who just lost her baby. If you and Grandpa were there to kill her, why would she drop to the ground like that? Aren't they immortal? Aren't there only a few ways to kill them? She gently pressed on. Her time in the hospital had opened her eyes to many things in life. Sadly, a mother losing her child was one of them. In all our training from the government education and whatnot, we never saw a pregnant vampire, nor have I seen a baby vampire. That's not something I'd ever forget. Grandpa was starting to get tense. I think we all knew there was something we were missing in the room. But what was it? Catalina, what mysteries were you hiding? Is it possible you almost killed her? I asked. Maybe. If she was already injured, that could have pushed her over the edge. It would also explain why she was hidden away, and why they'd hate us so much. Killing royalty is unforgivable. So what now? What do? We have children, jobs, lives. We just moved in here, Uncle Peter asked. I can understand why he'd be so upset. His wife looked terrified, and she should be. She didn't sign up for this. Hell, when he told her about our family, she was told the war was over, and this would never be an issue. Now they have 3 young kids and vampires attacking them. We live our lives. Catalina will be punished. That will keep him busy for a bit. Once that's over, they'll want us. As long as no one comes over anymore, we should be fine. Romus, Peter, Rahila, I want you 3 to start training again. Understood, they all said in unison. An odd calm fell over the room. It was the calm before the storm that seemed to blanket us all. We had a slight plan now. It was a horrible plan, but a plan nonetheless. All right, Elle, are you ready to head out? Yeah. We said our goodbyes as we left our grandparents' house, so I could drop Elena off before heading home for the night. I had classes to teach tomorrow, and my mind was racing. I laid in bed for hours just thinking about Catalina. She was confusing. Why would she help Emmett, knowing she'd get beaten to an inch of her life? She also hated Grandma and Grandpa. How could you hate a family yet protect them? And why was she so hauntingly beautiful? I couldn't think like this. Catalina was a bad person. She kills people. Would kill my family if given the chance. End of story. The last thing I thought about before sleep finally claimed me were her stormy gray eyes. Yeah, the romance begins, of course, from her abusive husband to Eric. Well, on to Chapter 6, The Punishment. Next time, I hope you enjoyed Find Me Chapter 5. Chat curse is now active. And I'll see if I have any more time for a couple quick things tonight. Have the funny video to show if we get active chatter here tonight. Give me 1 sec. Alrighty then, if we still get active chatter tonight, without checkers returning can show funny video. But until then, get to just good 10 minutes more of something. Got to launch this up, decide if I want to learn it or not. The next 10 minutes here. I don't know, I've got to put it as the game title because I might. Alright, fine, I'll put it on the, on the game title. Oh, sir. The Hollywood roast. Not, can't find that as a game title. There it is. Alright, let's check it out. Seems really hard to learn how to play. Gonna give it just a few more minutes here. Let's see how it goes. Well, we got Twitch settings, so I guess it's worth it. How do you expect me to get a login and authorization key unless you give me one, you know? Stupid thing. I'm sure you can find it somewhere, but it's not worth it. Alright, we gotta do single star. I hope there's a tutorial. Acting class. Alright, let's go to acting class. Newcomer. This is really hard to learn, but it's kind of funny.
Mr. Potter.
It's just a combination
It's
of
so lovely when young stars seek advice
Dirty
from
Potter.
their more experienced peers. I was about to offer you some red and blue pills, but I'm afraid I took all of them. Anyway,
Matrix.
let us just begin. Do you really want to know what roasting is? You have to try it for yourself. The first step is to pick the right subject, darling.
gun wand.
Now, I will show you how we did it back in the Golden Age. Don't worry, darling. We'll ease you into it.
Marilyn Morpheus. What the? It's a combination of Marilyn Monroe and Morpheus. Dirty Potter's Dirty Harry. Harry Potter. What the fuck? Didn't know they had like hybrid characters.
Roast is a special technique that every star needs to master to succeed in Hollywood. Go ahead. Tell me what you think of my last movie.
Had terrible scenes with. No, isn't even on IMDb.
Ha! Everyone's a critic. In return, I'll tell you a thing or two about your sidekick.
It's just gotta find the right combinations. But for some reason it's really hard, like the controls of it. Not really the gameplay of it, but the basic controls were hard.
You can carry on if you have a conjunction.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Do I? And?
I'll spare you the filthy details and end my sentence here.
It's a basic roast. Yeah, obviously the more complex one is better if it works. Your last movie isn't even on IMDb and had terrible scenes with nude Tom Hardy or Michael Jackson's pet monkey.
Come on! Stop trying to roast me and roast me!
Your last movie isn't even on IMDb and had terrible scenes with Michael Jackson's pet monkey.
It's cool way to say it. Wow.
Oh, your sidekick drank your milkshake. Such a fabulous roast, darling, for a newcomer.
Except yours makes no sense, at least mine is generically good.
This time you're on your own. I'm not a director, darling.
God.
But notice you now have 2 additional roast components in your hand.
Yeah, I tried to play straight away, that was the problem last time.
One
needed
more
to do
thing, Mr. Potter. There is a special piece with an exclamation mark that you can use to end your roast with a bit of extra pizzazz.
Alright. Yeah, there's no capitals at the beginning, so you have to really think for yourself. It doesn't, like, give it to you really obviously. So I think we can start with your Beverly Hills mansion. Let's see if that works. Your Beverly Hills mansion was ruined by... Yeah, that's like the verb. Your Beverly Hills mansion is a perfect metaphor for... This is all I have, right? I don't get any more. What the hell are these? Like, what are these? You like switch them or something? I don't know what those are. Comeback meter. This is the whole story is not gonna work. I think I have to do that one. This is weird. Like, how long can you make them?
Once around, you can look at your script. This way, you'll have 2 new components to replace the ones you have in your hand.
Oh, so you just add those? It's like Cards Against Humanity. I see. Whoops. I thought I... Shit. That didn't work. I screwed up there. Maybe it'll forgive me because it's, you know, tutorial mode.
Your Beverly Hills mansion was ruined by a cross-eyed villain, and this is the whole story.
Some hipster indie film is reminiscent of Mark Wahlberg's rubber trouser haul.
Why would I care about that? So bad.
How dare you say such things to a lady? Clearly, you have no respect for your elders.
Yeah, the Twitch logging and off might help, but I don't know if it's worth it. Wow.
That's it for rehearsal, darling.
Well, he's got the tutorial. Not that I learned much of anything, but... Yep, that's that. Alright. We'll try again soon. I could be stubborn and not show this, but it's 15 seconds.
Mickey on a railway picking up stones. Down came an engine and broke Mickey's bones. I said, Mickey, that's not fair. Oh, said the engine driver, I don't care.
Very nice. Alright, we'll pick it up soon here. Chad Chris has been missing for quite a while, so it's nice we haven't had it much lately. But we'll bring it back tonight, hour and 38-minute mark. No lurkers tonight. Hopefully everything was stable and steady. We will pick it up tomorrow, hopefully figure out the schedule. It's going to be rough, but look forward to more soon. Find me tonight, hour and Baldur's Gate finale soon. Alright, catch you in a bit. Good night for now. We will pick it up tomorrow, hopefully figure out the schedule.
So long, farewell, I'll be
Look forward to more soon.
tonight.
And Baldur's Gate finale soon. Alright, catch you in a bit. Good night for now. We will pick it up tomorrow, hopefully figure out the schedule.
So long, farewell, I'll be
Look forward to more soon.
tonight.
And Baldur's Gate finale soon.
Fans, nobody rules the streets like us. We're not outdated, and neither is our music. Let's answer the
God,
phone.
you know what I hate about getting high? Yo, Ace, what's up, dude? Thanks for the raid. The fucking munch.